Well, Captain Sandy is on a power trip, Hannah gets a birthday party, and someone needs to learn to put his lips where his mouth is. It's Below Deck Med. Let's do it, y'all.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
So good. Well, I guess both ladies could be saying that tonight.
Brooke and Kayley.
Brooke and Casey are both having a little bit of trouble with Mr. Joao. Hey guys, I'm Laura L. Thomas, and we are talking all things Below Deck Med tonight, Season 3, Episode 8. Like halfway through the season. How did that happen?
Flying by.
I know. And I got a couple of lovely co-hosts with me.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kayley Stumpe.
Hi, I'm Heather Geisler.
Yeah. And we are so excited to be back.
I know.
I'm glad. I hope you guys had a nice 4th of July break.
Yes, but I missed you guys.
I did
know.
too.
And the show.
Our little hiatus, but now we're back, and what an episode to be back for! Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, exactly. More importantly, I feel like my oxygen is replenished after this episode tonight.
Yes.
So, guys, before we really break down, the nuts and bolts of tonight's episode, just give me your overall thoughts. Tell me your overall impression of this particular episode.
Jeez. Well, until the very, very end, all I could think about was how much I wanted to be in Capri and how much I wanted to eat Adam's food.
Gorgeous.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's really stepped up his game for
and
sure.
They showed so many of his plates tonight. My mouth was watering all night, and I really wanted to go down that water slide.
I know.
Slide.
Yeah.
That's all I could think
Yeah,
about.
if I were a guest, I'd be like, yeah, put the slide out every morning.
Yeah, for
I'm okay
sure.
with that. Sorry about the work, but
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, I thought the episode, it was kind of a smooth ride, to begin with. And then, well, as the boat got rocky,
Right.
so did
So
the
did the
tension
episode.
between everybody. Yes,
true.
it was so good. That birthday party, lots of drama and lots of fun. It was so good to see Conrad and Hannah.
I know there's
Like
so
that,
much
yeah.
to break down, and I feel like they left us in a really good place before we went for the holiday, and we kind of picked back up on that, and now I think we're getting into the juicy part of this season.
Yeah.
I know that we've had a couple of guests on from the show, and they have all alluded to the fact that this season gets really juicy later
Yeah,
on,
they have.
which is how it tends to go.
Right.
And so I feel like we're finally getting there. The bulk of the beginning of the season, I feel like, was focused on the guests and how crazy the guests were. Now we've settled out into like some pretty mellow guests, and we've really picked up on the drama of the crew members of the boat. So that makes me very happy. Speaking of the guests, let's just go ahead and start talking about them. So we left off the last episode with one of the guests in Adam's galley, which caused a lot of tension between Hannah and Adam and their communication. Adam is really like kind of having a moment with Hannah, not loving her communication with him. Is he justified in how hard he is on her in this particular case, like with the chicken noodle soup and the guest being seasick, or are we team Hannah on this one?
I think it's a little bit of both, honestly. I think Hannah likes to have control, and I think she kind of likes when Adam gets rattled a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But I do think, like she said, she can't control when people are coming out. But then Adam was like, well, ask the primary, would you like to be served?
Yeah.
And I think that's a good compromise.
But I also think hindsight's 20/20. You know what I mean? Like, I think if Hannah's in the moment and she's trying to manage these guests and also manage Adam's time and trying to orchestrate both of those in a really beautiful way, sure, it's easy for Adam to point his finger and be like, well, you should have done it this way, or you should have done it that way, instead of her in the moment trying to tackle the problem, as it's happening.
Definitely.
Which I think she does a really good job of.
And he has to time all that food.
Yeah,
So, and
I
it's
know.
beautiful food.
He does. Yeah, he does have a very difficult job, but at the end of the day, it seems like he's always blaming it on Hannah.
He is.
I just do not like his attitude when it comes to Hannah. And then finally, I'm so glad that she finally stood up for herself.
Yeah.
And stood up to him when it came to the chicken noodle soup. God forbid, a seasick guest asked for chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad Hannah finally stood up for herself and told Adam to chill.
Yeah, I think the thing too about, and he did say it in this episode too, that they have a little bit of tension in their galley right now, but off the boat they're cool.
Right.
You
They're
know,
very cool off
they
the
have a
boat.
really good. So maybe this is just their working relationship,
It
and
is,
it seems almost brother sister like
It does.
to me. You know,
Yeah.
like you almost take out the things you take out your frustration on the people that you love most or that you're
Right.
closest to
Exactly.
oftentimes. So I feel like that's a little bit what's happening here in this moment.
And it's a very high pressure environment for Adam, and he feels most comfortable with Hannah. So, yeah, I get it, but I
you're
don't like
right.
his attitude.
I know, but you're right. His food looks so good.
But yeah,
Adam, why don't you bring your van here and cook for us?
cook for us.
Come be on our
Really
show.
Please, yeah.
I would love that.
He can cook in that van, right? In the van
I
that he
think
travels in?
I'm pretty sure.
Because you've been
there's-
in that van.
I sure have. Well,
Huh?
I haven't been like
What?
way in the back of the van. I know. Heather's like, I'm sorry, fill me
I
in.
missed that story.
So no, Adam came here last year and brought his van, and so
wow. Took a little tour.
yeah, we got
Yeah.
a little up close and personal peek into the van, and it's oh no, so fancy.
Naughty or yachty?
I know, right? Maybe a little bit of both. No, it's really cool, but I do think he's able to cook. So, Adam, that's an open invitation. Come cook for us in the van. We love that. Okay, and then moving on, talking about the guests a little further, the masks.
Oh.
How creepy were those things when they walked into the bedroom?
It's just like out of context, you know?
was so
And
random.
Yeah, they were never explained.
Yeah.
They just threw
Right.
them on and then went in the hot tub and then took them off.
And then the unicorn was the table setting for one of their
Yeah,
dinners.
that was pretty funny.
And it was like puking out the decorations.
It's just like, I mean, do you guys agree with Casey that like the more you have, the more elaborate you have to get to be entertained?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they were just trying to have fun. But have you ever seen that horror movie called The Strangers, where they like wear masks?
I didn't watch it, but I definitely remember the trailers for that.
That's what it reminded me
Yeah.
of.
Okay, I'm not
Totally.
gonna lie, a mask really creeps me out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that movie is terrifying. They
I
just came out with a
couldn't do
sequel, which I saw over our break, so that's why it
was a
reminded me
sequel?
of it. Yeah, there's a sequel.
Okay.
Check it
Anyways,
out.
yeah, so very weird that they had these
Yeah,
masks.
weird and creepy,
on
but
the
I
boat.
thought it
And,
was
well-
funny how the girls put them on in the cabin.
Yeah, but also why were they like lined up on the bed?
in the bed, like on display, like they were like
Right.
waiting for them to come tuck them in.
Because that's something that Hannah was doing right, making the towels like naughty or whatever on one of the previous seasons. So
Yes.
I thought someone was playing a joke on them, like, arranging their masks, which, I mean, obviously not, but just a little
It was just
different.
Yeah, and then they busted them out and they wore them in the jacuzzi. I mean, I guess I
was-
don't know.
yeah,
With enough
I don't
like
know.
enough alcohol,
Yeah.
Yeah,
a mask
whatever.
can
They're just having fun.
But they
spice it up. I guess.
they pre-planned. They packed those in their
Right.
bags.
Right,
you know?
like you're going through customs, and customs is opening your luggage, and they're like, "Huh, what are you gonna do with these guys?"
Having an animal party
Interesting.
later.
I don't know. Anyway,
that made for the episode to be pretty entertaining.
well, to each his own. Hey, I don't judge. I mean, we all got our thing, right? So, and then of course the weather starts to kick in, and we get a lot of our guests getting a little seasick. I could have done without the sound effects.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, like pre-commercial and then post-commercial, they
Right.
kept going back to
It was
it.
just a lot. It was just a lot of sound effects. I'm like, we get it. I know what that sounds like.
Right.
I don't need it over and over again.
I know, but Casey, I'm finally proud of her. Obviously, she's been over her seasickness for a while.
Yeah.
But she got over this little bump in the waters in the road. She just, did her business,
She
threw up, and then
did.
went straight back to work.
She's been a trooper, really
Yeah, she's a
progressing. And
champ.
I feel like her attitude is so great. When she was speaking to Adam, I think, about the sandwiches, and she was, she's been doing her job in the morning, and Captain Sandy has noticed. But yeah, I think she's doing so good. I like seeing that. And that she can handle the seasickness now, and it's just, I'm okay now.
I know a lot of people. Conrad alluded to it actually, that we were going to see a side of Casey that really surprised us. He definitely was a big fan of hers when he was here with us before. Another big fan, obviously, is Captain Sandy.
Yeah.
We'll get in more into Captain Sandy in a minute. But
Yes.
before we do that, Miss Heather, I think you have a little message for us.
Yes, I do, for all our AfterBuzzers. Our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and many more. There's no network that works harder to serve television fans, but we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. And let us know that you did in the comments, and we'll give you a shout out on air. But for now, thank you for being the best fans and helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Woohoo!
Love it.
Yes, that's what we are. Okay, guys, Captain Sandy. So we touched on this a little bit while we were watching the episode because, okay, I hesitate to even say too much because I really am Team Sandy, but like just barely over the line this season. She is really like grating on my nerves, and I really, 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 really want to like her and like stay on her team. So I'm just like holding on by the skin of my teeth.
Yeah.
But y'all, she is driving me bananas. I don't like her attitude.
That's so funny to me. I don't know why I'm not bothered by her at all.
Oh, girl, go on with yourself. I cannot. She is driving me crazy. And I think it's because last season she was so nurturing and seemed to be relatable and just seemed to be this like badass chick in this powerful position and held it down with like such grace and just like humility and confidence. And she didn't seem like she had to put on anything. She was just like, this is who I am, let's do it. And this year, for some reason, she seems to be like on a power trip,
Playing favorites
for sure, like just a little bit arrogant. And it's and arrogance is a quality that really bothers me. And so I don't know. I'm just having a really hard time staying on Team Sandy. And especially, I get it. She's got her crew and she's got Hannah and Conrad and they're having a thing and she doesn't like it, and I get it. Like, but is it really hindering her work that much? Or is she just picking on them because it's young love and they're kind of having fun?
Right. I think that's it. She did say how when she always sees how Conrad is with Hannah, she's quote unquote says, that's what pisses me off.
Clearly it pisses her off. She gets so pissy.
So it doesn't super affect her actual work. It just really bothers her.
And I wish we knew how much time they're actually spending together. Right. You know, because if it's a significant amount of time, or if it really is just they're having their break together, or they have a little chat in the hallway and Captain Sandy can't wait, you know, a couple minutes, or she just is suspecting things, so she's gonna go and try and catch them.
See, I think the both of them are too smart to do anything too I don't know, bad in front of Captain Sandy, but neither one of them are going to compromise their integrity, their job, you know, their relationship, like none of with their relationship with Sandy, like both of them, I think, seem to be smart enough to where they're not going to throw that to the wind. So the fact that she's just blowing all of this up and making it like a mountain out of a molehill, it just is bothering me. I want to know, like a couple of times she said, you know, one of the crew, Jamie, asked permission to lower the anchor, and she said, "Yep, go ahead." And then Conrad just, you know, again goes, "Hey, can I lower the anchor or whatever?" And she goes, "How many times do I have to say it?"
Yeah,
I was like, "Well, you've only said it once to another person, so calm down."
Right. It's the attitude. Like when Hannah asked her if Hannah went out of her way to ask her if she was ready for dinner, wanted to eat, and Captain Sandy's like, "No, I'm busy, blah, blah, blah."
Yeah.
And then the second Hannah leaves the room, she's like, "Wait, no, I do want the food. I do want dinner."
That's so
and then
true.
she gets so snippy with her.
And she's like, "Is this all? Is this it?"
Yeah, where is it? Her attitude is just
But she's
bad.
just hangry, and I've been there, so I get it.
Hangry.
In that moment, in that specific moment.
No, girl, I get it. Hanger is real.
She's that Snickers bar.
And then the whole thing with the slide with Conrad, put out the slide at 7:30 in the morning and then take it up at 10:30 or whatever. Was that just a test? Because she says, "Do what I say when I say it."
It seemed like it, but
just
then the
felt like a big
guests
test.
actually used it. I was happy that the guests were using it because I thought she was just going to make him do it
Yeah.
and then take it right back down.
Yeah.
I did too, actually.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to do make him do it just while nobody was up.
Right.
Like get up early and put the slide out because I said to do it, which is what it felt like.
Right.
And I don't think that's cool.
No,
Like,
not at all.
That's just that to me is just like a power trip.
Yeah, and well, you're making your workers work harder, and then it depletes from the energy that could be going somewhere else.
Exactly,
So,
just to prove a point.
Right.
And to be on a power trip.
Right. But I'm so glad, like, good for Conrad for once again for approaching Captain Sandy and not letting it get any further than it's already gotten, because obviously he has noticed her attitude towards him and he doesn't like it and doesn't want his boss to feel that way about him.
Right.
So he approached her and was asking about why their communication has changed, and hopefully that will smooth things over for next episode.
Yeah, you can definitely tell when somebody's treating you differently, and she started treating him like from a competent bosun to like an idiot kid.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't think that was cool, and I thought it was really great that Conrad took the bull by the horn, so to speak, and called her out.
Yeah.
I was like,
especially when he's been witness to Captain Sandy and Joao and how friendly she is with him and how many compliments she's paying him. And I would hire you as bosun, you know, and you know, I really enjoyed eating breakfast with you this morning. You know?
there's something about people people in authority positions calling out people who are, say, underdogs, so to speak, in front of other maybe more seasoned employees. That almost
in front of their leaders.
that makes that feels not only just disrespectful to the rest of the crew, but just also not like you're doing a service. I mean, yeah, sure, Joao put out the water ski, like, way to go, good job, dude, like, you did your job.
Yeah, compliment him like in private, maybe not in front of his.
It just makes everybody else feel stupid.
Yeah.
I feel like. So it just bothers me, and I don't like anybody that does that treats their crew like that. And so we're like 2 strikes in, Captain Sandy. I got like one more and I might have to jump ship. I'm serious.
continued.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I really don't want to really don't want to do that, but we shall see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. And then we had a little lovely day off, and they
Yes.
oh no, wait, before we get
Oh my God.
rid of the guests, what about that tip?
Womp womp.
Y'all.
Yeah, he was so grateful and so happy about their service that he was about to tear up, and then
Literally in tears as he's leaving the boat, and then as he handed her that envelope, I was like, ooh, that's real skinny.
It's because
Ooh, that's real skinny.
he was trying to say all those nice things because he knew what he was about to give
yeah,
them.
he felt so guilty about
I would
what
have
he
been
was
like,
about to give him.
you did a great job, bye.
Yeah, like
Run away.
Run away really fast.
Yeah, that made no sense.
It didn't.
Fuck, God, they worked their booties off.
They
this
really, I mean, and
charter.
they always do.
They
but,
always do, but
But
damn.
these guys really, in particular, seem to love their service
Right.
and love their experience. And so,
Yeah.
and hey, maybe to them that is a
Yeah.
great tip. You know, I mean, let's be honest,
Right.
it's nothing to shake a stick at. I mean, it's
Right.
it's good money. If you're paying already like what, $300K or something to get on the boat.
Yeah.
But what's an extra 10,
Right,
15,
right.
I know.
like 1,000 euros, I think is what it was. I don't know. I don't even know what the currency is.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on. I was just a little bit bummed for the crew for that, because I thought that I think they expected more. But Captain Sandy does say, don't count the tip per charter, count it at the end of the season. And I think that's smart advice.
yes.
Let's hope it all adds up.
Well, let's hope. Anyway. And then we had a nice little lovely day off, a little dock party, which is kind of the first time that I think we've seen the crew go out and have a good time together without, too much drama until the very end. We see them having a lot of fun. They throw Hannah a little birthday party.
I know, that was so cute.
That
I thought that was really thoughtful.
so
Really
much fun,
sweet.
yeah.
Really, really sweet.
Now, do we think that Brooke just decided to do this? Because I think she's the one that approached Hannah about
Yeah.
it first, right?
Yeah, it was her idea.
So do we think that she did this as like an olive branch because she's like, hey, I really like Joao, and I know you don't like Joao. I'm going to extend this olive branch to see if I can bring, be the peacemaker of the
Don't you
group.
think that's a weird, like, isn't it weird for Hannah to dislike Brooke just because she has a crush on a guy that isn't super nice to her? Like, I didn't think that was a thing until the very, very end when they show clips for the next episode. I didn't think that Hannah would really care that much.
I don't know. I mean, I think I think it's a little silly. I think it's a little
Yeah.
silly to not like somebody just because they like somebody else. But I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
affect
they-
you, right?
Exactly. And it's,
Right.
I mean, Brooke isn't doing anything, you know, maybe.
Yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah.
But, you know, Hannah and Brooke up until this point are just kind of talking about it, but it doesn't affect Hannah.
Right.
In a lot of ways, do you guys feel like this whole season is like one big chess match? Like, I feel like everybody is like, I'm going to make a move this way, and then you're going to make a move that way, but then I'm going to go this way, and he's going to
Yes.
come in that way.
But they're all playing separate games and
Genius.
different games. Oh my gosh.
It's really,
Yes.
truly like
Yeah,
a
100%.
big chess game
is.
going on. And I'm like, I don't know who's winning. I don't know who's losing.
I know. Well, Brooke is winning with his birthday planning.
Well, she
With
is.
Hannah.
Yes.
For sure. And it would look like a fun party.
It was so much fun.
cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hannah seemed extremely elated the whole time. She looked
Yeah.
beautiful. She
Yeah.
seemed like she was having such a great
She
time.
did. And
And Conrad is so cute.
I'm a big
They're
fan
just
of
like
them.
boyfriend and girlfriend.
They were
It's
really,
so
really
sweet
cute.
to see.
No, they're getting so close. Oh my gosh.
I know. I love it. And I loved when he was chasing after her with a cake and like
Yeah.
he was going to smash it on her and then
Yeah.
it turned into a little romantic
Oh,
moment.
my heart was melting. And then I loved the rest of the crew booing at them, though.
Oh, of
So
course.
fun.
Of course. Because I mean, like, of course, as their friends, you kind of have
Yeah.
to do that, you know?
Right.
But as like the rom-com, like
Right.
romantic in me, I really loved that that's how it ended. And I loved,
Yeah.
I just have to say, I loved Hannah's little I Dream of Jeannie ponytail.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I
cute.
know.
Yes.
Rocking the pony. Oh,
They just
shoot.
seemed,
Good.
to me, it seemed like they were the most relaxed. They didn't feel like
100%.
the crew on board. They just seemed like good friends celebrating a birthday.
Yeah. And maybe that's what it takes. Maybe it's like, because you go out to a restaurant, you go out to a bar, you go and, you know, you get off the boat, you're ready to blow off some steam. And it's almost like you go overboard, like you overkill the celebration.
Right.
But I think they all were like, let's show up for Hannah and make this fun for Hannah. And when you're celebrating a person, I think it changes the dynamic a little bit. And I certainly think it changed the dynamic of this party because it seemed like they all seemed so, I want to say cohesive, and that's not the right word, but they
Even with Joao's friends coming,
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be a big source of contention between Hannah, because it's her birthday party, and Joao. Obviously, they have tension, but
Right.
yeah, it seemed like everyone got along really great.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad they had like a new crop of people. I thought that Jamie might have a little love connection tonight. I think she like licked cake off of the friend.
I
We need some
know.
like new meat in
Yes.
in the friend group, so that was kind of fun.
We really do. We really do. And then I guess so. Let's just chat about the
incident.
incident.
Oh my God.
The moment.
The triangle.
The triangle, y'all. So there's a little triangle that's been
Bermuda
happening.
Triangle?
It really is. Don't fall into that trap because you'll disappear, disintegrate, like be gone, poof. I don't know. So Joao and Casey are flirting all night long, and Casey seems to be the one that Joao has chosen.
he says he made up his mind.
Given
Yeah.
his decision to her, like all in on Casey, come back with me to Zimbabwe, get a one-way ticket, you're going home with me, like
Yes.
all of this lip service to Casey, blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
poor little Brooke was like sitting over in the corner just, I felt so bad for her. And the thing that I wrote down was, I was like, great, Joao leaves Brooke in the dust for Colin to come in and rescue.
And save the
Super,
day.
yes.
I know.
This makes like Colin look like a knight in shining armor, like riding in on like a jet ski.
And this
you
was
know?
Colin's whole plan. Did you notice earlier in the episode, he goes up to Joao. He's like, man, you should like make the move on Casey, like make it happen.
I know.
Like genius, like, yes, Colin, do it. This is perfect.
Go for it.
And I thought it was all happening.
I did too. And then
Perfectly.
that would have been just so easy.
Yeah.
That just would have been way too easy
Way too
because
easy.
Casey walks away. And what does Joao do? He locks his lips with Miss Brooke.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wow, there were some audible gasps coming from us.
Oh my gosh. All three of us.
Yeah.
Literally, the moment that it happened, all three of us were like,
Yeah, that was
On-
the most shocking moment of the season for sure.
it was.
Was that alcohol or was it just Joao?
Joao.
I think it's Joao.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I do. I think he is a serial playboy, as he admits, or
Yeah.
a serial dater, is what he said.
And he just takes any moment he can to just swoop in. Like the second Brooke is like, so who do you choose? He could have easily said, I don't know, or like put it off, or just said, you know what, I just had a conversation with Casey. I think we're more compatible. Obviously, Joao's not going to be like that. And then he decides to just make out with her instead.
But like, why kiss her? Why kiss her if you've just had this conversation with Casey and you know Casey is feet away? Why, like, if you're that dumb, like, I would just say, you know, I just saw feelings for you, and you know, whatever, or flirt, or do your
Joao
thing.
is clearly not good at communicating.
Yeah, and that's the playboy in him, like he said. That's just who he is. That's how he treats women who are super into him. He'll just like go all the way and doesn't really care about anyone else.
I'm not into it. I think it's ridiculous.
Definitely a part of his character. And we actually have a live chatter. Hi, Dan Snow. He says, I didn't like that he called Hannah a fake person. That was mean.
Oh, it was?
And it was really mean.
It was mean.
I mean, it just goes to show Joao and Hannah, they're just, I don't think they're ever going to get back on track. So.
And Dan, I think you subscribed to us, so thank you very much.
Thanks
for your
Dan.
subscription.
Dan.
We love you. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I really want Joao to go overboard.
I know. And it breaks my heart to think how Casey felt when she saw that happening.
Okay.
Like right after their conversation.
Oh, but then
breaks my heart.
Drop.
All of this just see everything that's coming together now, like what's happening on the episode and then what's happening in real life. Because remember, Brooke, when the guests were here, Colin and Jamie were here a couple weeks ago, and that was the night that like Brooke was tweeting all of this like really, really nice stuff about Joao. Now we know this just happened, and I'm just like, wait, but are they still together? And what's happening? And like, are they even together? And what happened to Casey? My mind is going crazy.
And then when I went to Colin and asked him about his relationship with Brooke, he kind of blew it off, and he's like, I don't really remember.
Right. Yeah. He said he didn't remember.
I don't know.
I wouldn't want to remember that
Colin,
either. I feel so bad for Colin that night too. Colin and Casey, that's so...
Yeah.
You know what? The School of Bravo, I say, grooms them very well because they do not give up any information on what happened on that boat. They are trained.
They are very trained.
I would like to say that, yes, Casey is kind of fooled by Joao because then Joao goes to kiss Brooke. But if she's able to see that and then realize what kind of person Joao is, and that way she can back away, I say good for her. And I'm so happy that she saw that because she doesn't need to be with somebody who acts that way or treats women that way.
But see, but then that poses the question, like, how much did Brooke know? Because she clearly saw them like talking and flirting all night.
She needs to get out too.
So, and then she just let the kiss happen.
Yeah.
But she didn't hear anything that was said. She thought it was the usual Joao and Casey flirtation session.
Right. So then now I wonder what she's thinking. I wonder if anybody see any nice tweets from Brooke tonight about Joao? Can we?
No, I haven't seen anything. And also, I've been on Joao's Twitter, and usually he'll tweet away, kind of defending himself.
Yeah.
And as of now, tonight, he hasn't said a word.
Ooh.
Quiet.
Ooh, incriminating. I don't know. I'm not into it. I'm not into the whole thing. It makes me crazy. I think he's nuts. I don't like it.
Yeah, Billy Martin, hi Billy.
Hi, Billy.
Says, I don't think he really has respect for women. Yeah.
That is clear. That is very clear.
Accurate.
Yeah. And maybe that's just the point that it all boils down to.
Yeah.
Well, guys, let's hop into our special segment, our way below deck moment, shall we? I love that sound effect so much. It makes me happy. All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, go.
It's not way below, but I thought it was so sweet how Conrad bought Hannah. I thought it was funny too.
Oh, yes.
Those pink Crocs.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a funny little joke. She didn't have to throw one into the ocean. That's my way below deck moment.
That was really cute.
was
You're
so
right.
cute.
I don't know if I would not do the same thing. I might throw a crock into an ocean.
Yes. She'll keep the other one as a little souvenir.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
What about you, Miss Heather?
My way below deck moment was the picture that came up of Joao.
Okay, we have to talk about this.
He had his little ponytails. I think there was a dog in the photo. It was just like a brief second, but I was like, what?
Yeah, the context was not right for that photo to randomly come up.
I literally tried to look it up because I wanted to show it
Yeah.
in the episode right now because
It was hysterical.
he's literally like having this moment in his confessional about like, oh, I'm just a serial dater and I just have like done like this is every girlfriend I've ever had, you know, has cheated on me. Picture of Joao and a dog. And I was like,
But with pigtails. He had pigtails.
I was like, is that the girlfriend? What is happening? I'm very confused.
So funny.
Love it.
Yes,
Joao.
well, I would second that way below deck moment. My way below deck moment had to do with the guest. I really thought that I get that you get sick on when you get motion sickness, you kind of just want some comfort food. But asking Adam to like whip up the chicken noodle soup just on the fly. I kind of thought, I was like, well, maybe just, I don't know, maybe just make a recommendation or just say, hey, does the chef have anything that he can prepare that would help for seasickness?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And he was already making French onion soup.
Right.
Why couldn't she have had that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I guess French onion soup, though, is pretty...
Thick,
It's pretty
heavy.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
so good.
I know.
It's so good. All that cheese, y'all.
Adam.
So good.
We're hungry.
I know we're hungry, Adam. Come feed us, please. Yeah, so that's my way below deck moment.
Love
it.
So, if you guys have a way below deck moment, please let us know. You can let us know in the comments if you're watching us on YouTube. If you are listening to us on iTunes, make sure that you give us a good shout out, 5 stars,
Yes.
thumbs up. Let us know your thoughts and let us know your way below deck moment. All right, guys, let's get into some news.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So last week, and Hannah had told us this when we were Skyping with her that she would be in LA. So she was in LA all last week.
Yes.
She was all about town, having so much fun. And one of the days she was at Nobu, Malibu, and she ran into none other than Chrissy Teigen,
Oh my
who is a huge Below Deck Med fan.
Right.
They had a total fangirl moment. They took a photo, and we have it up here. There it is.
And look at her sweet little baby.
Baby
Miles.
Yeah. And so Hannah posted it. She said, so this just happened. I ran into Chrissy Teigen at the valet today, and we had the biggest fangirl with each other. My life is now complete.
How cute.
And Chrissy also tweeted this same photo, and she said, I just saw Hannah from Below Deck. From Below Deck Med, let me tell you, I am shaking. And then she said, I so rarely ask people for photos. Thank you, Hannah. How funny is that?
I love that.
I love it.
I can't wait till I get
cute.
stopped at Nobu Malibu and like, I just saw Laura from AfterBuzz TV.
Fangirl, can't breathe.
Legit,
Yes.
that is like, that would never happen.
So cute. And next up we have, this might be some breaking,
Some spoilers.
spoilers.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
so if you are not into spoilers, maybe just I don't know, look away for a second. We'll give you a thumbs up when you can look back and the spoilers gone.
So, I mean, Hannah, if you follow Hannah on Instagram,
Right.
you would have seen a photo that she posted with this really tall guy out the same day when they were in Malibu. And if you happen to click on his Instagram, he posted this photo of Hannah kissing him on the cheek. His name is Isaac Humphries, and he's a pro basketball player. And I've seen tweets between them and fans asking if they're, how they know each other. And Hannah has said, oh, we're kind of friends. But then she's kind of alluded, like, sent out some like gifs and stuff alluding to maybe the fact that they're dating.
Okay.
But I mean, this kind of says it.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know if that
I don't
says
know.
it. I mean, kiss on the cheek doesn't say a whole lot.
But it's on Instagram.
It is very
That's
coupley.
kind of Instagram of fish.
Is it? I almost feel like a cheek to cheek is more like more intimate than just a little intimate. I mean, a little friendly peck on the cheek.
I'm not saying it's official, but I'm not saying it's innocent.
Ah, I like it.
Yeah.
Well, and even tonight in her confessional with Conrad, she always seems very arm's length. You know what I mean? Like she's like, yeah, and I'm really starting to develop very genuine feelings with him. So we'll just see where it goes. You know what I mean? Like it just seems very like arm's length.
Yeah.
So I'd be surprised to see if they were still together.
Yeah. And in
Yeah.
her tweets, she's very like a fan tweeted, "I've been married for 6 years. How do I have the same passion as Hannah and Conrad?" And then she replied saying, "Go back 5 years and 11 months," or something like that. Like she'll keep making jokes about her dating a 23-year-old and how it's just whatever.
Okay.
Ooh,
It's a little
she
bit.
having fun.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Well, I know this is kind of old news, but I told you
Yes.
guys about this. So actually, Colin, I don't have it for you, so I'm going to try to put it up maybe in the comments or something. But Colin actually sent me a birthday DM, and he wrote me a little birthday song.
Cute.
So thank you, Colin, for that.
A birthday rap.
It was a little birthday rap, and I made a request, and he fulfilled it. So thank you very much for
We
that.
can't wait to
You
hear
are an
it.
angel.
Yes.
Love you.
You are such an angel. I love it.
Anything else?
I have one more. Brooke is on Watch What Happens Live tonight on Bravo with Andy Cohen. And she and Colin have been posting photos together because Colin lives in New York.
Yep.
And so they're both there at the show tonight. Brooke is on, and I assume Colin would be in the audience. So everyone check that out tonight.
That's such a good photo of them.
I know.
And I like
Great.
Andy's suit that he was wearing tonight,
the
too.
pink, all pink, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get it, Andy.
And yeah, go Brooke. You'll do awesome. I can't wait to watch
Yay.
you.
Oh, she looks really good.
Yeah.
I like that. All
Very
right.
happy.
All right, let's wrap it up with some predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Ooh, okay, Miss Heather, you go first.
Okay, so my prediction is about that love triangle.
Yes.
I think it's totally gonna blow up in Joao's face, and he's not gonna get either girl.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Well,
That's been
cheers
Laura's
to
wish
that.
all season.
Oh my gosh, that's like, that would be a dream come true.
Yeah.
I guess we all have to kiss a few frogs. I just hope that Casey doesn't kiss him too after this.
No, I know.
Oh, she might.
Right?
She might.
She might. What do you think?
She might.
Yes or no?
Yeah,
Make a call.
I think she will.
No.
Ooh, Heather says yes. Kaylee says no. Okay.
In a moment of weakness.
I mean, hey, been there, done that. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
Oh my gosh. I died in this promo when Hannah was crying in the corner talking to Captain Sandy about how much she really likes Conrad and how when she really likes a guy, she pulls away. So my prediction is I think she might start pulling away from him.
Oh, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Oh my gosh, she sounded so emotional. Her voice was really shaking. That
Yeah.
made me so sad.
I know. And she did also allude to the fact that there was going to be a lot of emotional stuff coming up for her as
Yeah.
well. So that's going to be really, really interesting to see. My prediction is that Joao goes overboard. No, I don't know. I mean, that would just be. That's just mean. That's a mean prediction, Laura. My prediction is going to be that Colin and Brooke become a thing.
Ooh, I love that.
I really want them to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just.
Well,
I think I'm passing Brooke around to like everybody on the boat except Joao. I was like, Brooke and Adam,
Yeah.
yay! Brooke and Colin, yay!
Hey, well, at least they're spending tonight together.
They are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
true.
I don't know. He seems a little smitten too. So.
He's so sweet.
How could he
so
not be?
cute.
She's
She's
so sweet.
adorable.
She's so
sweet. So I guess we will find out more next week when we tune in for
Yes.
So
episode
excited.
9. Until then, guys, I'm Laura L. Thomas. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. I changed it at Laura Thomas Son. That is my married name. So I now have Laura Thomas Son on Instagram and Twitter.
Love it. And I'm at Kayley Stumpe on Instagram and Twitter. And check out my podcast, Sex in Studio City.
Ooh, and I'm Heather Geisler. You can find me at 500 Days of Heather on Instagram.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.